So the new iPhones are already here. Apple announced 3 new iPhones last night at an event in Cupertino, California. The phones that were announced are very much like the iPhone 10 that was announced last year. The design is pretty much similar, but there are some differences to these new phones. Some very interesting features that have come with these new phones that are going to be hits in the market. So let's take you through one by one as to what these 3 phones bring to the table and why you should be excited. So let's start with the first phone, the smallest of the 3 phones that was announced last night, the iPhone 10s. So the names, the names are very confusing, but the iPhone 10s comes with a 5.8-inch display. It's an OLED panel. It brings with it a new A12 Bionic processor, which Apple claims is up to 15% faster than what was the A11 Bionic SoC that was available with the iPhone 10. This particular processor is also available on the other 2 models. So, and there are other features which we'll talk about later. Let's come to the second phone. The second phone that was announced is the 10s Max. It's a 6.5-inch mammoth phone. It's very large. It's the largest display phone that Apple has ever announced. It's pretty much bordering into the phablet territory. Apple claims that it provides more, up to 1.5 hours more battery life than the previous year's iPhone 10, and apart from that, it brings with it new camera setup that is also available on the iPhone 10s. So this new camera setup that's coming with the new phones is a dual camera setup. It has a wide angle lens. It has a telephoto lens, a 12 megapixel camera, which Apple claims is the best camera that it has announced yet. So we haven't used the phone yet, so we'll reserve our judgment on that for now. But from the looks of it, it appears to be a really great camera setup. Then there's this third phone that was announced yesterday, which is the 6.1-inch phone, which has an LCD panel. So this is the more affordable phone that we've been hearing about. It starts at $749. In India, though, it's going to be sold at around 77,000 rupees for the 64 GB variant. Apart from the LCD panel instead of an OLED panel, the phone also doesn't bring with it the dual camera setup that we've seen on the 10s and 10s Max. It only comes with a single camera setup. But we don't expect that to make too much of a difference in terms of picture quality. Yes, low light photography is going to be an issue with this phone also, but it's not going to be something that too many people are going to complain about, because Apple, as we know, does bring with its phones great cameras. So we're really excited about these phones. I hope you guys are too, and follow us on DailyO for all the updates.